then one, 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 one. You can actually start to see it on the map forming into that circle shape. But it will not line up, I don't think so. I think we are just a bit miscalculating. Because one side should be one block longer than the other. No. It's a bit weird, you know, wonky shaped, but I can't fix that by just going along this and then just adding a little bit more to it. Like I could just add a bunch of 2s there. So from that 2 there's 2 more 2s. Okay, I messed up something here. No, these are all clustered together, so after this it's a clustered 3 2s. So like that. And then a bunch of 1s. Yeah, 3 2s and a bunch of 1s. There we go. And also I can just get rid of this tree. It's just in the way. And let me just go shove that into the backpack. Don't really need to shove that in there. I put that in there. How does that look like on the map? Looks a bit weird, but I could just shave this down a bit. Let's see. How does that look like on the map now? Okay, that looks a bit more normal. I could just fully make it normal by breaking that there. Kinda defeats the purpose of having all those 2s, to be honest. But we are getting that recline. So what if I did a 1 and then... So 1 and then 2 and then a bunch of 1s. That should only be... Yeah, that does not look too bad, to be honest. I think we might have found the middle area. We just curve that a little bit. Yeah, that actually does not look too bad, to be honest. How long did that take us? About 35 minutes. So, 2 episodes is 15 minutes each. So about took us like 2 episodes to do this all. Not bad, to be honest, actually. I think we did quite well. Now that we know that we can just line this all up, that will make this a lot easier. Now this is only the first ring. We still have the second ring to do, and that's more further in. because I plan on having it. Basically, this is based off of the Carthage ancient harbor. If any of you have ever seen it, you know, well, it does actually still exist to this day, but you know, not in very good condition. But you know, we don't talk about that. It's very sad that. Alrighty. So let me do a calculation. So I'll go through all of these, do a number. So that is 3. That's 4. 3. 1. 2. 2. 1. 2. 1. 1. 2. 1. And that should be the right calculations altogether. Alright, let us go and we'll continue to work on this. Alright, so we started with 3 and then it's a 4. Yep, we got the 4. We got the 3 after that. And then it is a 1. Yep, got that. Then it's a 2 and then a 2. And then after that is a 1. And then after that is a 2. And then a 1. 1. Special enemy. What level are you? Level 1? Ah, much easier than I expected. I'll go get that boot now. Yep. At least I get a nice bit of food. Like, ow, poop. Come here. There we go. Need to pop that little thing. That doesn't sound right. Yeah, that is actually a curve. Proper curve. So I was at the 1, 1, and then it's 2. Oh wait, am I making a mistake here? Is 2 gotta be this direction? And then 1. And then if I do that in reverse order, that is 2. And then that is 1. This is why we need a shovel. Then that's 1. And then 1 1s. That's 2 1s. There we go. And then they go like this. It's 2. And then 1 and then 2 2. So 1 and then 2 2. And then the 2's here. There we go. Not too bad, not too bad at all. So we're on the double 2's. So that would be there, and then it's 1. And then 3. And then 4. Wait 1 second, zombie. I said, wait 1 second, zombie. Get out of here. Oh, spider jockey. You know what? I haven't fought a spider jockey in ages. Oh, that was so dumb. You know what? I'm gonna have to pause that one. That was just so dumb. That was just so dumb. Alright. Oh. Sorry, I was not expecting that to happen. Alright, so the start is free. And there we go, that's all lined up. All I need to do now is actually just shred through all of this, but I don't know if I have enough durability for all of the sand. The best thing about this, I can use all of this sand for the glass flowing garden. Oh. The best thing about this, you know, recycling my materials. I think this has actually turned out quite well. We are making like fast progress compared to previous, you know, ones of this that I've done. Like that, you think that was easy? I completed that just before New Year's because I was wanting to finish it before New Year's. I can't believe how long ago that was. That was 2022 New Year's or 2023 New Year's? Dang, that long ago? Making myself feel old. Making some of yous feel old. There we go. And let me shove that in there. Shove that wood in there. That is actually quite nice. I really like what I've done here. Like this has got to turn out nice. This has got to turn out nice. So I have a small dread. And there's nothing around Minecraft, I tell you. It's just, how would I best describe it? You know what? It's not worth it to tell you. There we go. Let us go and break all of this. And then we can break that. I can soon start to break some of this, what do you call other stuff. I think I'm gonna head back to the house and actually enchant myself another diamond shovel. I have like tons of these diamond shovels just left over in a chest somewhere. And I feel bad for all of them. Each of them are like, you know, from a different time period, to be honest. Like some of them are from like, you know, good prosperous times. Some of them are just from me just going on like rampages, building stuff. I think one of my most prosperous times has to be when my world got corrupted and I lost a bunch of my, what do you call it? Stuff in my world, that being builds, mostly. So I had to back up to a previous save, and I had to rebuild all of those builds. And now I want to go and, you know, destroy a bunch of those builds. The reason why I want to destroy them is that I want to basically make new builds that are just better. You ever get that, you know, feeling like, you know, it's nice to keep nostalgia around, but sometimes nostalgia can be very toxic to you actually progressing and make something better. Like, what could I describe? Like a world that's been around for that long, you know. Let's see, what world's been around for that long in like the Minecraft space? Ethos Labs, you know, survival world. That's been around for ages. There's got to be something in there that's, you know, what do you call it? Nostalgic to them that they won't break. And that's kind of what happens, you know, when you have a world that's going on for so long, is that you don't want to break it. And that kind of becomes a problem. That just kind of becomes a problem. Let's see. Alright, let's just head back to the house. Like, nostalgia is great, but it can be very damaging to you making progress. There we go. I need to move that. Oop. Tell you, I keep recoloring it. That was an offense. Let me just move it out into the water there. So I just fall into the water whenever I come back home. Now, I was actually not supposed to be here, but I can go ahead and drop that and drop that off.